I watched this movie, Obscura, a couple years ago. It was, I believe, in theaters briefly. It eventually premiered on TV a couple years ago. It's about a guy who takes pictures for a living, and he does have some mental health issues and whatnot. He discovers this very old camera and begins to take pictures of people and places around him. And unfortunately for him, it is a cursed object. Now, a cursed object, I've talked about it several times in my reviews. It's basically a movie about an object that causes doom, bad luck for the person who finds it and uses it. And it is no different here in this movie. When our main character discovers this camera, he begins taking pictures of people and places around him. And unfortunately for him, it has bad effects on the types of pictures he takes. People die, people get hurt in odd accidents. So it's very similar to those other movies I've talked about in the past, like a cursed camera or a cursed cell phone, a video game that spells doom for its user, unfortunately. I'm generally a fan of these type of movies. I thought this was pretty good for a movie that I think may have sat on the shelf for a little bit before it had a run in theaters and eventually premiered on TV a couple years ago. I watched it on Sci-Fi Channel on demand, I believe. I think they have the streaming rights to it. The main character was pretty likable. He has a girlfriend. He has a pretty good life, but he does have his own fair share of issues which begin to manifest by using this cursed object, this camera. So I thought this movie was pretty good. It kind of messes with your head with the camera choosing its victims and whatnot whenever the main character would take a picture of it. There's a fair share of gore in this. My only issue with this movie is the ending was kind of confusing. I remember I had an issue with it when I watched it a couple years ago on the Sci-Fi Channel on demand thing. So I'll probably be watching this again for this Halloween. It's been, I want to say, a good year or two since I've watched it. But if you're into cursed object movies, in this case being the cursed camera, give this one a watch, around Halloween, or if you've nothing better to do. Have you guys watched it? What did you guys think? What's your favorite cursed object type movie? And let me know in the comments. And if you're watching my reviews, I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching.